Well, the Fork Farm is a hydroponic garden system. It's vertical gardening, and you start seeds and put them in the garden, and they grow. We grew lettuce and basil, and it's basically just runs on water and electricity, and you can grow year-round vegetables year-round on it.
Yeah, apartments, condos,
Yeah.
more options for more people to be able to grow their own.
So we're teaching the kids how we don't need soil to grow plants, that we use water by adding nutrients to the water in order to get a nice crop of plants, and the plants last longer than they would from the grocery store.
And a lot of kids had the preconceived idea that plants do need soil to grow. That was one of the first lessons we did, where we asked them to think, do plants need soil? And almost all of them said yes. And then as we went on in the lessons, and they realized that they truly don't need soil, they just needed nutrients, sunlight, and water.
Fourth grade has a unit in which we study the evolution of farming and how farming has changed over time. And so we were offered the opportunity to have Fork Farm's hydroponic farm here at Dryden. And we thought it would be such an awesome opportunity for the kids to get a chance to be actual farmers and see what farming of the future can look like.
We decided to integrate it into the LMC with the fourth grade curriculum. We talked about where our food comes from. We talked about some historical innovations in farming. We used some materials from the Farm Bureau. They have an ag mag with different topics and careers, and so we talked about some of that, as well as some farmer rights and activism pieces.
They didn't even know, I mean, a lot of them hadn't planted anything before, really, so it was just a new experience. We have a lot that might be in a condo or apartment, as well as the houses that just don't have gardens themselves. So it's just kind of a fun experience to see how fast it sprouted from those seeds. And that they looked different. They could kind of distinguish.
Yeah.
This one's clearly basil. This one's going to be lettuce.
Yeah.
And then we were saying it was perfect that it kind of like fed right into our science unit, and we're planting pea plants, and we can jump right in. We can jump right into those experiments because they already kind of know the basis.
Yeah.
Because of you and this project. So.
I think they're also learning responsibility. They are excited to come up with an organized way to keep track of who's going to get to test the water, check the growth, check all the water level to make sure everything's growing properly.
Yeah, I think it was exciting for them to also see it go from a seed to the big leafy lettuce and then pulling it out, the roots were really long, and that was really exciting. They had no idea.
Right.
That the roots were behind the wall in the Fork Farm, and that was really exciting when they pulled it out to see how long the root system were.
How long they could pull them out and get them, right?
Yeah.
Because it was a little hard to pull them out, but then once they got them, I mean, they were really long.
I know, it was amazing. So it was very exciting for them to see it just grow so fast.
I never had so many kids ask me, do we get to eat the lettuce?
So when we did it with Garden Club, we had, I believe, 12, maybe 14 students in the Garden Club. And each student, when we harvested, came and they got to bring home a whole head of lettuce. And then the rest of the lettuce was cleaned and washed and everything and served here at Patton for all the students to try.
Right, during our lunch.
Here at Patton. And then what was left after that, I think they used at Thomas for the salad bar. Pretty exciting for the kids to hear that something they grew was going to be used not just here, but at other schools too.